What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Rusty and we are back with a full review on this 2020 Western Star 5700 XE, and this thing is a very beautiful truck, and I'm going to be reviewing it for you guys, and I'm going to be telling you all the quirks and features on this thing, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Freightliner Cascadia because I've been trucking for about a year and a half, and this is actually my truck that I just got from my company. They let me test it out, see how I like it, and I mean, it's all right. I'm going to be telling you guys a bunch of pros and cons, and I'm also going to be comparing this thing to the Cascadia because this thing does have the DD15 Cascadia Freightliner engine and the Detroit 12 automatic transmission, so it's very similar frame and engine wise, but the outside is completely redone and it's completely brand new inside. So we're going to be going through all the little things about it and what's good and what's bad. She is a dirty truck because I am driving her currently. This thing does have about 4,000 miles on it, so it is technically brand new, but don't mind the bugs and stuff. This is a working girl, so we're still, you know, driving her around. We're gonna get to the outside first, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I really love the front end. Cascadia just kind of looks like it's overdone, and this one just looks retro and classic. I get it why they try to do this. They try to go back to the old roots and try to make this thing kind of look retro and classic, but it's completely brand new. So I really like it. I like the grille, I like the headlights, I like all the chrome. I'm not a chrome type of guy, but I actually like it on this truck. We're gonna get to these headlights real quick, and I really do like the design of the headlights, but the negative part about it, they are not LED or HID. They're regular halogen bulbs inside here. Does not outperform the Cascadia at all. The Cascadia LED lights in the headlights, OEM headlights, they shine bright like a diamond. This kind of lacks in power, but they'll be great if they can upgrade these to LEDs or HIDs. It'll be a lot better. The side design is all right. I really like it, except I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like they slapped some things together. You have a massive window right there, and it is pre-tinted, meaning nobody can see inside, but from when you're inside, I'll be showing you guys all this later, you can see outside. So it's pretty nice, but it looks like they just kind of, you know, stuck everything together really fast. Also, the roof, it is not a real high roof. Maybe it's just this model, but you can tell there's a piece right there that's actually from the inside, and then this top piece right here is fake. It's just a cover for aerodynamics, and it's actually doesn't really do anything. I will show it to you guys from the back. As you see it right there, we just have a gap right here, so there's really nothing there. The roof ends right here. On the passenger side of the truck, we do not get a big window. We just get an escape hatch right here. I'll also be showing you that from the inside. I mean, it's okay. You don't need, I guess this is the lower model, so it probably doesn't have 2 windows on each side. I guess that you can just pick different packages, but that's kind of a negative. It looks not that great. And then we'll get to this door right here. This door is very classic looking and pretty small, so when we open it, you guys can hear the, you know, it sounds like an old school truck. The Cascadias sound like you're closing a luxury door, so this actually sounds like a truck door closing. The mirrors are great. I had an issue with these mirrors, kept going down, but I fixed it. I just had to be propped up evenly, but these mirrors, you can see very well in them. And then we get to this mirror on the side. It's actually a little better than the Cascadia mirror, but not better than a Volvo, because the Volvo mirrors are a lot bigger, but this is pretty nice. It's a lot better than the Cascadia. And then typical, they have W's everywhere. I like it. I actually like how they embrace the Western Star like this. And then we have the typical exhaust curved on the bottom, just like the Cascadias. From this side, we have the stairs right here leading to this walking deck, and it's pretty decent. The Cascadias are just like this, except there is a difference. These pieces right here are metal right here instead of plastic. Cascadias have plastic, so you know, that's good. I'm glad they didn't cheap out and they actually put Michelin tires all around. And these Western Stars do come with disc brakes all around. I'm not sure if it's just this model. Disc brakes are way better on semi trucks, they stop a lot faster. So there's disc brakes all around in the back, disc brakes in the front, and then we go to the side fairings. We got chrome everywhere. Again, like, I'm not a big fan of chrome, but on this truck I really like it. So appearances, I give it about a 9 out of a 10 compared to the Freightliner Cascadia. I really liked the Cascadia the way it looked in the beginning, and then after a year of watching 90% of trucks on the road being Cascadias, looking at this thing, it just got me pumped up to drive it. So I actually really love the look of this. Like I said, the sleeper part of it, I'm like, I'm still 50-50 about it, but the front end is, I mean, they did a good job. Let's pop the hood and show you what's underneath. I mean, this hood is just massive, way bigger, and it's slightly heavier than the Freightliner Cascadias. Typical stuff. We have a DD15. Not all of them come with the DD15s. Some of them come with a 13 and also the upgraded 16. It's exactly the same. Let's go into the interior and check it out. And then the first thing you see is, like always, the W embroidered in here, and then we got the fake wood. I mean, I really like the fake wood. We got a speaker right here. The door panel looks like it's made out of some sort of material, but I mean, some plastic, some fake leather, and some wood, and a really hard plastic up here. It's actually very solid made, like I mentioned before. You close the door, you open it, it sounds like a real truck compared to the Cascadia. So I feel like this will outlast the Cascadia doors 100%. And then, if you guys have not noticed, this mirror is not connected to this door. All the Cascadias and Freightliners and Volvos, this mirror is actually attached to the door and it opens with the door. This does not. So this makes it, you know, more sturdier, better, I guess. But there is a side effect to it. This door does not open as far as the Cascadia, so you can tell there's only a, you know, this much amount of room to crawl in here. Also, this door is about 5 to 4 inches smaller than the Cascadia door. The Cascadia door comes out to almost like right here when it swings open, so that's a negative to some bigger set people. But for a person like me, I don't mind it. I actually really like it. In the beginning, I had to get used to it. We'll go to the seats. We have good options on the seats. We got the shock absorbers, how soft you want it to bounce. We got up and down, and then leverage support right here. We also have this very annoying heating button. So there's no cooled seats, but there is a heated seats. And this happened already 3 times to me. I got into this seat, I sat down, but when I was getting in, I accidentally pressed this button with my foot or my leg, and it turned on. 5 minutes later, I'm driving, I'm sweating. And as you guys can tell, I'm not sure if all the trucks come with this, but it comes with this fake leather type of deal here. And it's already, you know, it's not great quality, but it's pretty comfortable. I kind of like it, actually, if it had cooled seats. But there's no holes here, so there's not going to be any cool air coming through here. The Cascadia fake leather, they have these little holes in the leather, or the leather, or whatever you want to call it, and you can turn on AC or heat to come out of them. So, but like I said, it's probably just this truck. Maybe not all the trucks have this. And then there you go, they're with their W's. Their W's are on both the seats, and both the seats are actually same thing for this seat and this seat. The driver's and the passenger seat is exactly the same, so you can interchange them for some reason. The breaker switch for the cab is actually underneath, right here, underneath the steering wheel. On the Cascadias, it's actually right here. And now we get to the best part, the steering wheel and the driver setup. So as you guys can tell, this is actually all my stuff. This is my logbook, this is my truck GPS, this is my camera. So there are a bunch of hanging things right here. Sorry for that. We have the steering wheel with obviously the W on there. This is exact same replica as the Cascadia steering wheel, except this has Freightliner on here instead of the W, so it's exactly the same. And we got the shift level right here, exactly the same as the Cascadia, and also the windshield wiper select right there. So I actually like the Freightliner Cascadia steering wheel, and I'm glad they put it into this truck. So this is a very, very good idea. And then totally different, everything changes right there because of these gauges. Totally different. Cascadia does not have this. This is what stands out on this truck. And then we go to the rest of the dashboard. This thing is not included. This is actually for my phone. You know, my phone's right here next to my steering wheel, but this, you know, this is not part of the truck. And we have the regular trailer brake right here, just like the Cascadias. A lot of trucks actually don't have this. I don't know why. This is a very good feature. We got all of these other gauges. So this is the trailer lock, down and slide. This is typical for all semi trucks right here. And then we got the buttons for the park and trailer supply right here. On the Cascadia, they're actually mounted right here. The big difference is the layout of these buttons. It's very confusing. This is my first week on this truck and I'm still having a hard time figuring out where everything is. You know, we got manual regen, shutdown override if your truck keeps shutting down for some reason and you need it to keep going. And then we got traction control off, and then all these extra buttons right here. We also got the fog light button that's separate, utility light that's separate, and then we got this special light right here, which is pretty cool. It turns on all of these yellow lights on the side of the truck. It's actually a good feature. Cascadia does not have that. And then manual headlights on, and then dash lights on. So this stuff right here, I mean, it's kind of confusing because in a Cascadia, the light switch is actually right here and it's all in one little circle button. It's a lot easier to use. From the passenger side, we got a big Western Star logo right here, and it's like 3D and popped out. It actually looks pretty sweet and retro. There's no glove box of any sorts. They're just these weird plastic pieces, another plastic piece down here. Let's talk about this dashboard. I am not a big fan of this dashboard. I'm not sure why they went with this style, but it is so skinny. As you guys can see on my hand, it's this much, and then it all comes out. Look at that, my hand's just like right there. The Cascadia dashboard comes out to literally maybe another foot or 6 inches out. So, and then also this dashboard comes out like this and then curves down like this, and then there's like a pocket here. It's a lot better than this, but I am getting used to this style right now, so I'm not complaining. But if you guys want something with a bigger dashboard, this truck is definitely not for you, but you do get used to it. You got some side pockets in here. You can just throw a bunch of stuff all the way down. But I mean, as you guys can tell, look at that. It's just so skinny, so close to the window. And let's talk about this glass also. It is the old school Peterbilt glass. It's super flat, no curves in it at all. And we got two pieces, one right here, one right here. The Cascadias, the 2019 Cascadias and up, do not do that. It comes with a full one-piece window. And then also this walkway area is super huge. I mean, there is just so much room to walk around and do activities right here. The seats are a lot bigger, meaning they're a lot wider for bigger set people. This is a merge between the Volvo C and a Cascadia, so it's medium sized. And then on the bottom, we have cigarette lighter, and then we have the key to turn on the truck. Totally different than a Cascadia's. Cascadia's one's on the left side of the wheel. We also got our AC gauges right here. It's very simple. There's nothing to it. And then this is like from some sort of Chrysler or something like that, because it's very, very cheap looking. And obviously they stuck their W in there just to make sure, you know, you're not using this in a Chrysler or whatever. And I mean, it's super simple. It's not really a big deal. This cup holder placement right here is also very odd, and I get it why they did that. They couldn't place it right here. There's a key, there's AC, there's too much going on, so they had to place it on the side like this. I had to take a couple days to get used to that. Literally, I gotta lean over to get my stuff, but I mean, it's just something you have to get used to. And the one thing is bothering me about inside of this truck is there's only one 12-volt plug right here, everywhere on the whole front end of this truck. There's nothing up here, nothing on the sides. There's only one right here. That is super, super annoying. So I had to go out my way and buy a 3-way connector right here and have it all powered under this one, and it just it sucks. It keeps slipping out and falling off because of the weight of all of these. It's just annoying, and I'm not sure why they didn't think of a driver comfort and added like one right here, one right here. Like, come on, you know, this is a $150,000 truck. I don't know why they didn't do that. So that's a very, very big negative for me. And then the top compartments, Yeah, I know you guys can barely even see them, but they're super tiny. And the Cascadia, there's a compartment right here and it's huge. There's another compartment right here, right here, right here, and right here with doors and levers. It's all plastic, but it doesn't matter. It's still there. All of this, there's nothing here. There's a speaker for some reason. There's a small little tiny compartment here because I haven't set up this. The CB radio and the regular radio is on top instead of the bottom like the Cascadias. So it's your preference. I actually like this a lot better. It's not in a way over here. It's actually on top of here. So this is a pretty old school way of doing it. And I actually really like this way. Such little compartments. Also, to control the mirrors, it's right here in the middle. You gotta like reach your hand and I don't know, it's just pretty odd. You got this little tiny box in here where you can fit like gloves or something, but very, very little room. There's a small little compartment here and a speaker, and again, nothing else. They went pretty cheaply on this one, boys. I mean, it is what it is. It's slightly old school. I think this is what they were going for. And now for the sleeper. We're gonna do a full review on this sleeper, and I'm not gonna miss a single thing. And like I said before, a lot of these come with different sizes. So this is the cheaper model. So the size between the back of the seat right here and all the way back to that backboard is a little bit smaller than a Cascadia, but not by much. I'm gonna tell you guys right now up front, this sleeper is one of the best ones. It's 10 out of 10 for me. The Cascadia ones I just did not like, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. So we're gonna go through this little by little. We have literally drawers from the house. That's why it feels so homey. This place, there's a drawer right here. There's some sort of ventilation right there. There's another drawer right here. There's a table for you to, you know, chow down right there. And then there's another little pocket drawer right there. This is my favorite part, is this big refrigerator. The Cascadias, I'm not sure what's going on with them. Their fridges sit right there on the floor, and then you have to open it and it's always on the floor and it's catching on something. It's super annoying. The door comes flying open all the time. It was a nightmare, and most of the fridges just broke down. They fixed it with this humongous fridge. They put it leveled up a little bit. And I mean, it's huge, guys. It's like literally a mini fridge that you get inside a house. It's very nice. And they also fixed this issue with putting a small little lock here so the fridge don't fly open and hit you in the face and, you know, cause you to delete yourself. And then we got another little station right here. You can put some stuff in. We'll go to this opposite side. We have a nice compartment right here. They're not lacking in space because this is probably for a TV or whatever. Another space up here. Another big space over here. And then feels like you're in your home, right? Yep, you got a drawer. 1, 2, 3 shelves right there. This is what I like. I don't know why. All of this is like some fake redwood cherry. I like it. I mean, it just makes you feel like you're at home. This mattress is about 3 to 4 inches longer than the Cascadia. I'm not sure why they did that. My cover actually is a twin cover. I could barely fit it on there. It's just super long. And the problem with the Cascadia mattresses is there was holes on the sides, and then there was stuff that got in there, and then like you're sleeping and then your hand falls in there and it's like super annoying. Western Star actually thought of that. They supplied these trucks with extra of these pillows, side pillow things to stick in there. So that's pretty genius. This is the top bunk. It's actually these pillows I think supposed to go in here, but you know, nobody's sleeping up here. I'm gonna be using them to stick them into these cracks right there. As you guys can see, we have this massive window. We got the other window right here with ventilation. I'm pretty sure this window does not open. That's pretty sweet. I really like this. It makes you feel at home. I get it why they did it. Feels very homey. On this other side, we do not have a window like I stated before, but we have this escape hatch. There's like a little level, you know, you open it, escape, you know. We got our switches right here. We got one little DC 12 volt, and then we have volume for a radio. No, I don't use that. And then you can turn on power to power this supply right here, so you can turn on your own AC and things like that. Also, there's an on and off button for the fridge, so if you don't want the fridge on, you don't have nothing in there, you can power it off, so it's not just, you know, using up the fridge. Also, the lighting in here isn't great. You have this one weird blue light right here. You got 2 lights right here, 1 light over here, 1 light on the side here, and then 2 right there, 2 right here. And then we go up front, we have the red light of doom right here on both sides. And then we have 2 lights right here. It's not that much light in here compared to the Cascadia. Cascadia has a whole system right on top of the roof right there where it just shines so bright, and it's all LEDs. These are not. These are all halogen bulbs, so that's another negative. And for some of you people that are saying, oh man, this is not tall enough, this is plenty of room. I understand why they cut that little piece off, is because you do not need it that high up. This is like a mid-sized sleeper, I'm guessing. It's enough space over here. Also, some of these come with tables and stuff like that underneath. When you flip this bed open, some table pops out and chairs. This one does not have it, so that's why I'm not flipping it and showing you guys. Under here is just the side compartments, and that's it. Also, when you're driving this thing, the hood is massive, like I mentioned before. So when you're leaning back and you're driving, this hood is just sticking up. This little side shield valance right here is sticking out, so it feels like you're in a retro classic Peterbilt or something like that. I've never drove a Peterbilt. One day I will. One day I will review it and tell you guys my opinion on it. Yeah, this truck is very retro. I get it, what they tried to do, and I like it. But, you know, there's no such thing as everything being positive. There's positives and negatives. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this door panel right here. There's windows, power windows up and down on both sides, and just a lock and unlock. That's it. These are the side compartments I was talking about. Pretty roomy. It's not bad in here. And then if you want to open the compartment, there's not a lever here that you can click and the door will pop open. The Cascadias have that, so when you click this, that door pops open. This truck does not. It's manual. You have to put a key in there, unlock it, click this button, it pops out and opens. I know a lot of old school trucks are exactly like this. This is why they did it. They're trying to go old school. The noise level on this truck is almost the same as the Cascadia. They are very quiet. This might be a tad bit quieter. I'm not sure why. Maybe they stuck better insulation in the hood and the firewall between the driver and the motor. It's a little bit quieter than the Cascadias. Very little difference, but still very nice. So what do you guys think? Which one is best, the new Cascadias or this Western Star 5700? It's up to you. Whatever you guys decide to buy is what's gonna be yours. Just remember, the inside of this truck, the heart and soul of it, is still a Freightliner, still the DD15, DD13, whatever you choose. Still has the Detroit transmission. So just remember that. You're still buying a Freightliner, but the outside's completely different. You're just kind of paying for the toys and the looks of it. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on it right now, and don't bash me on it because I'm still 1 week into this truck. I could change my mind any second. I actually rather have this truck than the Cascadia. I feel like if you're trying to go back to the old roots of trucking, this is the truck for you. If you don't want to go back into a 1990 truck, then you should go into a 2020 Western Star. It's retro, it's classic looking, but it's still modern. You still have the new technology and everything like that. I mean, actually, see, I don't know. It's still it's still a 50-50 split for me. Do I really like it compared to the top end Cascadia that I just had, or do I really like this one? It's still 50-50 for me. I'm more leaning on the Western Star because it's brand new. It has literally like 4,000 miles. I mean, Cascadia is still nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Cascadia is a very great truck. This one is also. If you guys want to see a lot more semi-truck content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I am a truck driver. I've been trucking for 1.5 years now. I review a bunch of semi-trucks, Volvo versus Cascadia. This is one of the newest one in the fleet. I do not own this company. I appreciate this company for providing me this truck to review for them. This truck is great, nice looking. Let me know in the comments what you guys rather have. You rather have the Cascadia, the 2019 and up Freightliner Cascadia, or this Western Star? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate it, guys, for watching. I'm gonna be coming out with some crazy good content with this truck and other things I have going on in my shop back in Florida. I appreciate it for watching, guys. Deuces.
Yo, this a war zone, homie. Say you ready and prepared. Take a minute, make them aware. Well, I be sneaking in the back, but it's what the clap, homie. Life ain't fair. Caught me crawling through the mud where the vision saw it clearly. Born a shepherd to these sheep, make them fear me. This a war zone, trashed out, trap house, nothing ever given. Yeah, every day's a blessing. Thank the Lord, oh how I'm living. See me riding with my top down, oh cops round, pedal pressing on the gas. I don't think I'll ever stop.